Hey guys, so I was actually not gonna do a video at all, but I was like, you know what? Let me do a video. One of my good friends just called me, and it was just such a blessing because she just said that I was really on her mind, and she was like, "Do you need anything? Do you want me to pray for you?" And I was like, how kind of God to put me on her heart. I just thought that was so kind. So we just got done praying, got on the phone, and I wanted to share a testimony while I was on here because it's been on my mind to share it. And I have a lot of testimonies. I have a lot of moments where God has just come through for me in ways that only He could do it. If God wasn't gonna do it, it wasn't gonna get done. Okay, I'm talking about moments like that. But this testimony that I want to share is, I actually want to share with you guys how I came to Christ. What? Yeah, I want to share with you guys how I came to Christ. So I was 7 years old. I was 7 years old, and I was going to a church that had like a youth ministry or young adults. Well, not young adults, like youth. Anyway, we were in the back doing our normal youth study, and one of the preachers was a visiting preacher. She came back towards us, and she just felt like she felt in the spirit that she needed to come to us. So she went to the back where the kids were, or where I was, where the kids were. And she just started talking about Jesus. And she started talking about like him being a friend. And she was just, I don't know, she just kept talking about this man. And I was raised in church, and I was raised in a Christian household. So I know about Jesus and everything. But at this point, I hadn't really given my life over to him as a conscious decision. I was just involved in church activities. And so I remember, I think at this point I was friends with this girl, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, at this point, she had really hurt my feelings. Like, we weren't friends anymore for some reason, and she had really hurt my feelings. And I remember being sad. I remember really, really being sad about that. But anyway, I remember the idea of wanting a friend like Jesus. Y'all, I remember that. I remember being like my little 7-year-old self wanting a friend like Jesus. And because he just sounded amazing, he sounded like a good friend. And I just wanted a friend. And so I remember that. And she asked if anybody wanted to come up to receive Jesus. And I came up, and she laid her hands on me. I started speaking in tongues. I remember laying on the floor. I remember waking up, and like there was like a whole bunch of people like with their heads like this looking over me. And I woke up, and I didn't know what happened, and nobody explained it to me. So I didn't even know, like, I know I was speaking in tongues, but I didn't know it was tongues. I didn't know nothing. And so I came to Jesus. I was filled with the Holy Spirit. And it's been such a journey. I didn't even know I had I didn't know like all the verbiage I know now, all the language I know now, but that was how I came to Jesus, because I wanted a friend. So I wanted to encourage anybody out there today that if you are feeling like you want a friend, if you're feeling like you need somebody in your life that's going to be there for you, regardless of your flaws and your mistakes and the errors and the things that are not really virtuous in you, just know that Jesus is a friend that sticks closer than a brother, and he will never leave you nor forsake you, no matter what. He will always be there. God bless you.